What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Box Score, our instant reaction to the NBA's hottest game of the night. Tonight, we are breaking down Game 4, the Boston Celtics versus Milwaukee Bucks. Another bruiser of a game. Boston takes it 116-108 and ties this series up 2-2. Boys, we got a series. Let's go to you, Joey. Start with you. Give us your overall reaction to this game.
Yeah, a 14-0 run from the Celtics there in the fourth quarter, I think. Down 11 at one point, comeback win by 8. Yeah, just all around good game from the Celtics. They got Giannis kind of flustered. He got 34 points, went 14-32 tonight.
Jeez.
14-32.
Wow. A lot of shots.
It looked like for a while there he was kind of just doing his normal thing, but they kind of clamped on him, down on him late. A couple offensive fouls, and Horford and Tatum carried the load. It's a good game by the Celtics all around, I think.
Yep, Chris, give us your instant reaction, man.
I mean, this game they missed Chris Middleton more than anything.
Yes,
I think you guys saw Grayson Allen took a wide open three that, like, it was 108-102. It's like if Grayson hits this, it's a 3-point game, but you just felt like this isn't gonna drop.
Yeah.
He hit one earlier as well, which was like, oh, okay, cool. Drew Holiday 5 for 22. The guy had 6 games this season of 20 or more field goal attempts, and this series I think he's had 20 or more in every single game. And he had 30 the other night, 22 today. Yeah, he had 20 or more in every single game, and he's not playing like he would normally play. You can see like he's always trying to like bully in the paint, which didn't work today. Yeah, as effective. He had a -23. He was the poor performer tonight.
I did not see he went 5 of 22.
Yeah, it was
that's
a tough game for Drew Holiday.
Yikes.
22%. Yeah, that's not good when your second best player's shooting like that. Yeah, my kind of thoughts here is Boston is tough, man. Boston is real tough. Milwaukee hasn't looked good since that game 1 win where they was pretty decisive. They looked pretty solid. They looked like garbage in game 2, but it felt like just maybe the kind of the punch coming from Boston. But then these last couple games really they've continued to struggle against this defense and kind of trying to figure out what they can do offensively. Chris, you had a great point saying that this was the one they missed Middleton in the most. I couldn't agree more, man. You can see right away. And I maybe as the series is wearing on, they're missing him more and more as they go because Giannis is having to do so much, and he's looking gassed. By the end of the third, midway through the fourth, he's grabbing his knees, clutching the shorts, and he's gassed. I mean, he's doing everything he can. 34 points tonight. What he had 30.
Played 41 minutes.
Yeah, 41 minutes. I mean, just.
The only play that was really working for them was him trying to bully the paint, right? Like, they didn't have any other plays. Brooke Lopez did a couple things, but
lob to Brooke Lopez was kind of there on the doubles from when Holiday was getting doubled, but they didn't really, go to that a ton. It just kind of happened in a few plays. But yeah, man, holy crap! This is
Bobby only played 14 minutes.
He only played 14.
I don't know if they're starting to lose him in the rotation because it's kind of a tough matchup for him in this series. I don't know. Maybe he should play more.
I mean, well, him and Grayson really haven't been. I mean, Grayson in particular hasn't been a factor in this series at all. I mean,
Grayson's been playing 28 minutes, but he had 0 points in game 3. Yeah. And he got 7 tonight. I didn't even realize. I didn't even see him on the court much. I felt like
he didn't play
20 minutes. I was like,
he didn't play for a solid stretch there though, for like third quarter, late into the fourth.
Yeah,
he was not out.
But Boston had kind of the perfect. I mean, Al Horford, dude.
The
guy's 35, but he's playing like he's 25. That was insane. What he was
30
doing in this game. He got 30, 11, 14. Yeah.
And I was kind of happy for him when he got Giannis back because Giannis got him that dunk in the third quarter, stared him down, and Horford just made this face of like, okay,
I got you.
Yeah, like, all right, I remember that. And then when he had that move and came baseline and threw it down and put his forearm right into Giannis's face, he was screaming he was like, yeah, I remember that one, man.
That's why this NBA, this game, a lot of games this series have really shown. And other series as well have shown like how physical the NBA still is.
Yeah, This series in particular is incredibly physical. I feel like you can call a foul on every play.
Almost.
They basically are.
They basically are. It's a lot of fouls,
They
but it's
really
just like,
yeah. Did you guys see the one? Okay, I hate people complain about fouls. Like I get Giannis got calls, and okay, the thing with Giannis, he averages 11.8 free throw attempts a game. Right, he had 11 today. He gets to the line a lot. It's gonna happen.
Mhm.
I don't understand the backlash on. Oh my gosh, he's getting so many calls. But Jason Tatum, I don't know if you guys remember this. It was during this run when Boston then took the lead, but he pushed off Wesley Matthews.
Absolutely.
Wesley bowled over and did the announcers called
like
it
a domino effect.
Yeah, right. And it's like that's not going to get called, but we're going to complain about Giannis getting called the whole night. It's okay. Like that's why I don't like complaining about calls. And here I am. Complaining about calls. I'm complaining about people complaining about calls.
That's different. I think like in the flow of the game, these guys have to understand like every other play, there's something that probably should have got called or didn't get called. It's like you just can't stop the play every time. So. Yes, on one end, you may feel like you get a call. You're probably going to get it back. Like you said, that foul wasn't called on Tatum. So it's something that he thinks he should have gotten. He got away with there. What do you think about the physicality of the series, Joey?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Chris, but I think it's hard to say because like Tatum's doing that in the paint, like from like a dribble, right? Not like full head of steam. I think it's a lot easier to get Giannis on some of those calls when he's got that full head of steam. You know, you get in front of him, and it's kind of. It's easier to call. Again, yeah, they absolutely missed it. He full on arm was off of his body, full extension. But I mean, that's kind of the give and take though of Giannis's play, right? Like you're either he's gonna get those 11 free throw attempts, 11.8 or whatever you said, and he's also gonna give you, a handful of offensive fouls, like when he just straight up bowled down Marcus Smart.
I thought Marcus Smart was dead.
Marcus Smart is the real deal. Like that dude is. That dude is tough.
Did you I don't know. Did you guys hear the sound it made when he hit him?
I thought his head cracked off the floor.
Head cracked off the floor. And I was expecting like him to be, like I said, like half dead. And the fact that he just like was nodding his head and was like, yeah, no, that I got him that time was like, A, he gave me respect for Marcus Smart. And then B, I was like, Jesus, this is what you have to take to get an offensive foul on Giannis. That's crazy.
Well, you can tell that like they figured out what was going to happen. Like Giannis kept driving the paint, but towards the end of the game, they weren't going to let him do that anymore. That play kind of culminated it, right? Like I don't think he got another basket in this game. Or
after that, wow,
he looked gassed.
Yeah, he looked gassed.
He's looked gassed this whole series.
The last two games,
everything.
He
had 32 field goal attempts in this game. He had 30 in the last game.
This is just nuts.
It's not sustainable.
No,
it's not. They're playing every other day now. It's tough.
And even because, like, in the fourth quarter, he wasn't switching on to Tatum or anything for those clutch possessions. And in the past, he's done that. You
Good
know,
point, yeah.
Tatum had Grayson Allen at him at some points. I know, like Jaylen Brown had George Hill on him. That's the thing, man. Middleton again.
Yeah,
in this series, you don't have any size. You got Connington and Allen and Hill out there. Why is George Hill?
He was getting minutes tonight, man.
Yeah,
came back from injury and just dumped right back in.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I like George Hill, but he's a skinny man.
Yeah, he does not need to be guarding Tatum in clutch moments.
No,
Tatum
even if you switch on, just like, oh, that was bad.
All right,
they just look way more in control, just in general. Like they just look like when it came down to it and they made their run, like they weren't going to give it up. Like they had their plan and they were sticking to it, and it really paid off for them.
The Bucks blew a double-digit fourth quarter lead.
Yeah,
it's going to happen a lot. Minnesota's the first to do it, not just 2 times, but 3 times. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks did it twice. It's going to be a trend. It's not just Minnesota. Yeah. Anyways.
All right. Looking forward, what do you guys see happening here? I mean, is this going to be? It's going back to Boston for Game 5. I feel like Boston's getting that one.
It's worked out exactly kind of how we said it, right?
Yeah,
like to a T, right? We said Milwaukee got one, then Boston blew them out, and we said Milwaukee was going to get the next one, and then Boston would get that after that. So I think I think Boston's going to get it. I feel like they might close it out in the next 2. I just got this weird feeling about it.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm still
pick, right? You got Boston in 6.
Yeah, you got Boston in 6. Chris, you had Boston, or you had?
I went Bucks in. I think I did 7.
7. I mean, you both had Bucks in 7.
Yeah.
I still think it's going 7, but I would not be surprised at all if this was a 6-game series with the Bucks losing.
To be honest, okay. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I would be surprised. This should go 7. Honestly, this whole game, Milwaukee was in control. Like I said, they had double-digit lead going to the fourth. It was just Al Horford did not miss. That guy was playing out of his mind, and then Tatum finally woke up and was like 14 in the fourth. I don't know. He just had a good run.
Yeah, it was 14
in
the fourth, I think.
And you know, and then they had some nice, good defensive possessions down the stretch that won them the game, and that was what a good team should do. And this is why it's a great series. But I still think Milwaukee would win this. I mean, Boston needed this game more tonight. If Milwaukee won, it's over. Even if Boston wins game 5, I would expect Milwaukee to win the next 2. Yeah,
I think it's going to kind of go like that. I think Boston's going to win game 5. I think Milwaukee's going to get game 6. And then it's the game 7 is that who knows? I mean, if Giannis does Giannis stuff, I don't know how you defend that. But for the most part, Boston's been doing a solid job. Yeah, they need somebody else to step
up on that Milwaukee team. And Brooke can only do so much. Drew is doing everything he can. You're seeing the limitations of Drew Holiday on offense. I don't know, man. Is Grayson going to put up 20 or something? I mean,
when is the Grayson Allen game coming? So, that guy, I'm more and more with you, Joey. I think that guy's kind of a chump. He hasn't shown up at all in this series, and this series is much harder than the Bulls series. Yeah, you were cooking the Bulls when you were getting free shots.
Yeah, no, Grayson Allen,
no physicality,
open gym.
When I say Grant Williams and Marcus Smart, the two of the dirtiest players, that's because they're physically everywhere all the time too, and they're pulling, yanking, slapping people across the face. Grayson Allen just gets like a little cheap shot in there once in a while that comes out of nowhere. The guy's
I see what you're saying now.
I guess
a fool. But
yeah,
I hate Grant Williams.
Oh,
I'm so off on him. Like,
I don't like him. I was kind of in the group chat. You were saying, Joey, you're kind of souring on Giannis, and there's been moments in this series where I'm just like, dude, you got to stop just running into a wall of people. You got to, we make a move or something, man. But I mean, when he makes the moves, they look beautiful.
Right.
And when he like makes that Euro step or slides through and gets to the basket in 2-3 steps, it's ridiculous. But when he gets bottled up, you're just like, man, it's frustrating.
Yeah. You keep saying like, Giannis could do Giannis things. Like, I don't know. Like if it's like, the second or third game of the series that like he can, but like, he gets up 32 shots tonight. I just like Middleton's not coming back.
Yeah.
Like,
could he potentially come back for a game 7? I was wondering.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think they said
he's out. Yeah.
Done. So like, if 41 minutes, 32 shots of Chris said he had 30 the night before. Like, the chances of him, like, could he go off for one? Absolutely. But like, that's asking a lot for the guy. I mean, he's carrying the load right now, and I mean, yes, it was against the Bulls, and like they didn't have to play him as much, but like he didn't look like the most dominant guy in the league, and he didn't look it again tonight.
Yeah,
he shows flashes, like you said, like when he
shows flashes. The
flashes come, but like 14 times it looked good, but 18 other times it didn't look.
Well, it just looks like he just doesn't have that other option behind him, and that's when you can get bottled up. And I mean, they did the same thing to Kevin Durant, basically, in the previous series. They're kind of doing it to Giannis right now. I mean, he's still getting his numbers, but he's working so hard for it. And he's, it's so frustrating. He's kind of beating his head against the wall to actually get somewhere. I think the wildest thing to me is that, these last couple games in particular have been pretty tight games coming down to the wire. I mean, obviously tonight kind of got away from the Bucks, but they're doing this without their second best player to still be in these games and in this series. Like, I mean, that's why I still have faith in them, and I still have faith in Giannis, but it is not looking as good as that first game. And
I was wondering if Joey, some of your sourness on Giannis is because Giannis is reminding me of the way LeBron used to play before he developed a jump shot in a post game. Like, he's just driving the paint, getting the end one on the Bulls. It was the most frustrating thing to watch all the time. So
it's because he's rooting against him. This was my theory.
Well, yeah.
I am rooting against him right now. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm rooting against the Bucks. I'm not really rooting against Giannis. Like, I still like Giannis. I just I don't know.
I mean, honestly, that's me with Luka right now because I'm rooting against Dallas, and Luka's driving me nuts.
This is why I took the Bucks and the Mavericks just so I can have fun, guys.
It's the whole like get the ball like when he's like acting like the point guard, like you just know it's coming, and it's like there's no other attempt for him, right? Like if he gets the ball off of an inbound or anything, like he's not going to pass the ball. Like you know it's coming, and it's just kind of either they're going to call a foul or it's going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, or he's going to do a move,
right?
But
and that's where them missing Middleton, I think, is huge, right? Like it gives Giannis a chance to post up a little bit or do some pick and roll or anything. But with Holiday, it's kind of like, well, it's either he's going to be really good tonight and we're both going to be really good, or he's going to be terrible and I'm just going to try and do it all.
I mean, he's got to start kicking out of some of those double and triple teams, and that's the thing that I think is driving me nuts the most. I mean, DeRozan was doing it a lot too in the Bulls series against the Bucks. You get into that, and they just get like he just tries to force up a shot or force his way to the basket, and that's when he gets a silly turnover or a bad pass or offensive foul, like you're saying, Joey. I think sometimes he's got to notice that's there. Move the ball around, trust his teammates, try to get some open shots for guys.
Like, are there open places to pass it though? Like, I haven't really looked.
I mean, when you're getting
doing a good job at,
I mean, Boston's doing good recovery, but
they're not often sending like, I mean, it's like 1.5 guys, kind of right when he gets down to the paint. Like, they're not sending a ton at him, and I don't know if he has the options to kick it out to.
I mean, there's got to be something. You can't just get bottled up. You know what I mean? You can't allow these guys to stop you. Either you have to, draw the actual the second defender so that you can get an open pass, or make it the move faster so you can get into your position, or shoot that mid-ranger. That's the other thing too. He's kind of shying away from his mid-range. He seems to be taking threes or going to the basket.
We should do a pod where we show a play of Giannis. Well, I guess that's what post games are, right? Look at him here. This is what he did here.
That's what we need. Yeah. Like a play of like, hey, because there's times where it's there. I kind of agree with you, Joey, that there is times where he's not, the pass isn't there, but there is times where he's got to give that ball up. And once those guys start to hit threes, then it opens up the paint for him. And he's just right now they're not.
They got to honor it.
They were 9 of 34, I think, tonight. They haven't been shooting well from game one, really.
Well at all.
9 of 27 tonight, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And Boston was 14 of 37.
Oh, well, I think anything else on tonight's game, or
nope. On to game 5, or on to Memphis. Grizzlies are up right now. Honestly, the plus 9.5 on Memphis, that's like a sure thing. It feels like.
Well, was Ja playing or no?
No Ja, but Memphis, they got the 2 seed. They became the 2 seed without Ja, right? Remember there was talk about like, oh, maybe they should trade Ja, like, which is insane, but still, like.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, Steven Adams got the start.
Oh wow, dusted him off.
I didn't watch this game. All right.
Yeah. Well, we'll break out, watch the last game. We'll be back on Wednesday night to cover all the games. We got a lot of series coming up, man. A lot of 2-2 games, 2-2 series.
A lot of 2-2s. Hopefully, a lot of 2-2s.
Not 2-2s.
2-2s. All right. Well, 2-2 for now.
Actually, if Memphis wins, then they're all 2-2.
They're all 2-2.
Let's go.
Toodles for now.
Toodles for now. We will be back Wednesday.
Oh, toodles.
Toodles. So until next time, box out.